So if you're serious about growing your company, you have to get external help so that you can grow and that you as the business owner can focus on the most high value, high productive tasks that you should be doing, whether that's going out pricing or meeting clients or trying to win new work. They're the tasks that you need to be doing and focusing on the business strategy. And we've got to get rid of those small tasks. So you probably heard me speak about that before. All the mundane £10 an hour tasks, you've got to go and get someone else to do them. But sometimes we hold back from going to get ourselves a VA or an admin person, a virtual assistant, because we're worried that we won't have enough of them to do. And we think, well, how can I really hire someone to do these things if I can't actually think of what they'll be able to do for me? So I've compiled a list that's really going to help you, and it will just generate some ideas on what you can and can't hand off to a virtual assistant. Now, I've got 180 tasks on here that you could hand off to a VA. Now, just think about that. If you could hand off 180 of your tasks every week to a VA, how much time would that save you? Well, just imagine these tasks that you're currently doing, these mundane tasks. Some of them might take 5 minutes, some of them might take an hour, but let's imagine each task takes 15 minutes a week. So 15 times 180 tasks, that basically works out to be 5 days a month that you could get back as a business owner just by handing off some of these tasks. Imagine having 5 days a month where you don't have to do any of those mundane tasks anymore. What would you go and do with that time? Well, I know I'll be going to play a round of golf or something like that. But I just want to show you some of these tasks and talk through them just to brainstorm a little bit on some of the things that you could potentially do. So one of the things here we're just going to talk about is calendar management. So VAs are perfect for managing your calendars, booking in those appointments with clients, organising parking spaces for you when you're going to do a site visit or a client meeting. There's lots of stuff they can do here. They can even, it's got things like managing your flight arrangements and making notes in your calendar as needed if you're going to go on holiday somewhere or going to travel for work. They can also do lots of admin tasks. Now, these admin tasks, again, they might not take just 15 minutes. I mean, some of these, like managing your email inbox, sorting it out, organising all your posts and your couriers, things like that, updating presentations and reports, expense reports and reimbursements. These can take hours sometimes to do this stuff. They're perfect tasks to hand off to a VA. You could also get them involved in customer service. Can they answer inquiries by email and by phone to new and existing customers? Can they process any orders? Can they update and maintain your CRM system or your database if you've got one? Can they escalate complex issues or complaints to the relevant departments or to the relevant management team? Organising gifts and hampers to clients. So there's a ton of stuff here in customer service that you'll be able to think of that they could do. What about sales support? Well, when you send over that quote, maybe you just want someone to check in that your customer has actually received the quote. That's so important because sometimes quotes can just land in junk mail. Why not get a VA to do that for you? When you look at project management support, can they assist in project planning and scheduling, printing out the Gantt charts, things like that, monitoring progress on projects and reporting back to you after they've spoken to the project management team? Potentially the website, they could be doing things like writing blogs, doing SEO research, keyword research, creating landing pages if they're any good at that sort of thing. Sometimes VAs are highly skilled in certain areas, so you want to really hone in on what your VA is good at, and they might be able to help out with some of your website stuff. We touched on CRM management earlier, so clearly you want a VA to manage your CRM. That shouldn't be something you as the business owner wants to be doing. Maybe they can help you with some email marketing. Can they help you build up a list, an email list of architects or main contractors that you're trying to approach? Can they ensure that your emails are optimized and they can look at some of the data and make sure that you're getting the right openings, email open rates and things like that, click-through rates? A VA might be able to do that for you without you having to do it. Content creation is a great one. Sometimes we really struggle to think of content to put out on social media. So a VA can come up and help you with that content creation, provide some reports, or they can repurpose and update content that you've already put out there. And just following on from that, social media, they can do your whole social media calendar and make sure they're posting every week on social media. Or even do your outbound marketing. Can they create a database and a contact list for you? Can they help you conduct follow-up communication with some of your prospects. Maybe they're really good at design. Are they great on Canva? Can they do flyers for you or brochures, things like that? That could be really useful. Or adverts potentially on social media. We've got HR tasks. So can they help out with some of the HR, make sure your contracts are in place? Have you got a training schedule in place for your employees? Can they provide administrative support, or address any employee holidays or sickness, things like that? Health and safety is often the bane of a construction business owner's life. Can they help you with organising your folders for health and safety, printing them off? They may even be able to be trained in delivering RAMs, risk assessments and method statements. They might be able to do research on competitors. So just have a look at that list. There's 180 things in that list, and you're bound to be able to go into that and find yourself 10, 20, 30 tasks that you can immediately hand off to a VA. Now, the reason a VA is really good is because often they're flexible. So you don't have to employ a VA full time. You don't have to provide them an office, a desk, a computer. A VA can do it remotely. So you can bring them on maybe just for 4, 10, 20 hours a week, and that might be all you need at the time, and then you can try and scale up. The more that you start handing off and the more you show them how to do it, the more you'll realise that there's a lot of tasks that you want to give away so that you can focus on growing the business. It's absolutely crucial you buy back your time as a business owner, and I really hope that this list helps you do that.